Hello and welcome to day 8 of the 21-day Master Money Now challenge. I'm Emma Churchman. I'm delighted you're here. I'm doing this challenge because I know a lot of conscious entrepreneurs who are really stuck around money. They feel like it's not okay to have money, or if they have money, they can't hold it. They have to give it to their employees or their team members, or they have to undercharge for their services. Like, they've got all of this stuff around money, and it's keeping them from having a really powerful impact in their business and also in the world. So if you are a conscious entrepreneur and you think that money is bad or wrong, or that you can't have money, I want to invite you into the possibility that having money and putting money where your heart is going to have a significant impact on our global economy, and that is what's going to transform consciousness on this planet. Hey, Sandra, welcome. So the money mindset strategy that we're talking about today is manage your resistance. And this is a big one for a lot of people. And I have a lot of clients this week who are in some massive resistance. So I'm glad we're talking about this today. All right, so here's the teaching. It is really important to identify and manage your resistance in your business. Otherwise, what happens is your resistance starts running the show in your business. And your resistance is your ego's tool, your ego's technique for keeping you from taking new action. And the reason your ego is so threatened from taking new action is because new is different and not the same, and therefore it's not safe. So your ego's primary job is to keep you the same, because in this particular moment, you're totally fine, right? As long as nothing changes, the ego knows what to anticipate because it's been here before. So resistance is your ego's tool for keeping you from taking new action. So it's really important to recognize that. So the ego freaks out whenever you begin to do something new in your business. It freaks out kind of like a toddler freaks out. So what this looks like in business is that when you begin to take new action, you get really uncomfortable really quick, because your ego is starting to say, oh my gosh, I think there's a problem here. We need to stop this as soon as possible. So you cannot transform your ego. You can't tap your resistances away. You can't heal your resistances. Your ego is doing its job. You can't heal your survival instincts kicking in. So what you want to do is really notice what resistance looks like for you. And what's interesting about this is that resistance changes shape and form pretty frequently. So it can look like being demotivated, being depressed, being confused, for having forgetfulness, having blank brain, like not really knowing exactly what to do in your business. It can look like going into this whole sideline of research and planning. Oh, I can't take that new action in my business because I don't know exactly what it looks like. That's what resistance around research and planning looks like. It can look like a lot of drama. So you may have drama come up in your home life, or your clients or customers get upset. So that can actually keep you from moving forward. It can look like procrastination. It can look like excuses. You know, I can't do that because I don't have the time, money, or resources to do it. So you shut yourself down before you even start taking action. It can look like magical thinking. Oh, I have this idea that I'm going to put on this grand event, right? But then you don't actually take the first step that would move you toward being able to host a grand event. Or resistance can look like thinking that you're special and above doing the work. And the truth is, you're not special, you're not above doing the work, right? Like, as entrepreneurs, we all have to show up and do the work in our business. That's what happens. Sandra, thank you for that feedback, and welcome, Jane. Okay, 2 other ways that resistance can show up and stop you in your business: abdication and terror. So if you are feeling in the pit of your stomach like you can't do something, that could be resistance. So if we don't understand our egoic resistance, the resistance that comes from our ego, we misinterpret it, we doubt it, we think it's not our path, that the universe actually wants us to do something different, we can get really distracted, especially as conscious entrepreneurs who are more spiritually oriented. We can think that we've got inner work that we need to do before we start taking new action in our business. That's actually resistance, right? So resistance does not mean that anything is wrong. Resistance actually means that transformation is straight ahead. So the greater the resistance you're feeling, the greater the transformation you're about to experience. So if there's no resistance, you're not evolving and you're not going to have new results in your business. So resistance is good for your business. So I just want to put that container around it because a lot of us entrepreneurs get confused around what resistance really means. So here's the exercise for today's mindset strategy on managing your resistance. I want you to stop and notice every time you're not taking a new action in your business and ask yourself, why am I not taking this new action? And really look for some of those themes, the terror, the depression, the procrastination, the vortex of research and planning that I was talking about. Look for those symptoms of resistance. So what you want to do is start tracking when you're not doing something because you are in resistance versus when you're not doing something because it's not actually the right, most aligned step for you to take in your business. All right, I'd love to hear how this lands with you. Feel free to post in the comments below. Many blessings. Bye for now.